So I'll be showing us how to provide liquidity and how to pair tokens together, for provision of liquidity. Now let's see this. The first place to go is one, be sure you have these tokens. Okay, let's start from for example, you have bought your H bar from Binance or any exchange and withdrawn it, and you can see your balance. Okay, so now the last video we did, we saw how to swap your H bar on this Saucerswap dot finance. You see, Saucerswap.finance. So let's say we have swapped some HBAR to source. So you have source now, and you can see it here. I have source, and I also have HBAR. So now, having done that, the next thing to do now is this. So you have all your tokens provided, available. Come to liquidity. That's the place to go. Okay, now you now choose on what are you pairing. In provision of liquidity, most of the time it's always the native token of that chain. So, and the native token of the chain is HBAR. So then you pair it with the particular token you also believe in, and you're trying to make provision for, to make stable, to make strong, to make the value strong, and so that when you swap against, when there is a huge swap by maybe whales or any huge buyers, it won't affect the price won't crash. So that's just why we are providing liquidity, and you get rewarded for it. And even some host farming option where you can stake that liquidity and you get rewarded for it. Providing liquidity for source and HBAR. So let me do 50. Okay, 50 source. So you must have the same value of HBAR and whatever you are pairing it with. They must be equivalent in their current value at the swap rate. So I hope you agree with that. So let's supply liquidity. Now you come to this place all the time. Don't forget to come and approve. You must have opened your extension, because if you don't do that, you will not be able to proceed with the transaction. So once this is done, there's something you will notice now. Okay, it is done already. Now I've supplied liquidity to this pool. Now let me take you somewhere very important. You go to your wallet balance, scroll down, you will see the liquidity you provided. You see, it's telling you SSLP. LP means liquidity pool. What are you pairing? Source and H bar. So it has been wrapped. I don't know how they do their calculation. Every exchange does that. So, but this is the value. 3.32 is the value of what I pair together. So, which means if I bought more, then I will have more unit of this liquidity pool. You can't just provide liquidity for these pairs and end like that. Why not use it to earn rewards? And that's what we call farming. So you farm. There are farm options, different tokens you can provide liquidity for. As people are staking and farming, they are buying more, and the chain is getting solidified, and it doesn't easily fall or crash in price. So there are a lot of farming options or farming pools here. The one that I did was HBAR source. You see, paired against us. So you press this arrow, then you take it. So you can see my balance. So you can max it. So once you max it, it's done. But this is not displaying properly. So why not turn it to desktop mode? You see, desktop site. So it's going to display as it ought to be on a computer system. Okay. So now I'm looking for my HBAR and source. HBAR and source. Okay. This is the pair. Now I want to stake it. so that I'll be able to see what I'm doing. So this is the maximum. Can you see? So I do some things when I'm on exchanges like this. I want to, for me to be able to remember what I did, so that I won't forget. I won't stake all. I'll leave a little. So that little two decimal fraction will make me remember that I have a pool somewhere, so I can stake it. Then I wait for approval. Can you see? So then I'll go back here. So this is done, successfully staked, and it should be earning me reward. If I want to harvest, I can harvest it, and that is how harvest works. Okay, so you have, let me say, 3 steps to follow. Number one is this. Okay, number one is this. You come to your farm. Okay, now on your farm, you look for the pool that you staked, which is H bar source. Okay, then you look for unstake. Okay, now you tell us how many is it all, then your stake. Now, apart from that, you now come to this. After you have unstake, you now come to this liquidity. You now come to my pools. That's when it will be shown, else it won't show. Then if you want to provide more, that's for supply. If you want to withdraw, then you withdraw. So how many are you withdrawing? Let me see the fraction that I left. Let me remove that one, so I withdraw. So I'm withdrawing my liquidity. Now I will approve. Okay, now we should be expecting a change in our token value. We have removed from here. Okay, we have moved the liquidity from here. That's all.